What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here doing a tasty, or TLG reacts. I almost said tasty reacts.
Tasty.
It's going to be very tasty. Live, so we will be watching, what do we got? We got State of Play, which just happened, and Inside Xbox. So kind of a little, almost baby E3 happening today with two competitors like this fucking releasing videos on the same day, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
So far, all I know is that they showed some Last of Us 2, which I'm very excited to see.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen any of this, I don't think.
No. In fact, I was telling my coworker today when I was going through Twitter, if I even remotely saw something that said the words Last of Us 2, any of those, I just went...
Yeah, I've surprisingly have fucking dodged a lot of that. So
yeah, I dodged all of it.
The only thing I haven't dodged is there's some Call of Duty shit. Some stuff that people are talking about. Mostly the controversy of it is the reason I've heard about it. But that the survival mode that will be in Modern Warfare is going to have a full year exclusive on PS4. Which, a lot of people have their opinions on exclusives. There's a lot to discuss there. But even if you're going to be doing a timed exclusive, 1 year is quite a bit, especially for a game that cycles out every year. So, kind of fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and I think that is announced on the State of Play stream. So we'll be seeing that. A couple other things, but on that, I don't know really what they showed off. And the Xbox One, I have no idea about. I know they show some information about xCloud, which is something I'm curious about. Other than that, though, game-wise, I don't know what we're going to see.
You have no idea either.
Yeah.
Fortunately, like I said, I thought Twitter was going to be a landmine field, and though there was tons of people talking about Last of Us, I somehow managed to nothing stuck when I was scrolling through. So
yeah, I've seen a screenshot and it was barely anything. So luckily I've dodged all of that. Quick reminders too for anybody watching this after the fact or anybody watching this stream, which it seems like we got one person watching, which is very interesting. On Twitch, to play Batman Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3 both offer for free on PlayStation Plus. You got a week left. You can play those and come back at the end of the week. We'll be talking about it on Plus Club. Let us know what we thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of those games. And Chevy picked Monster Hunter World for our Game of the Month, so make sure to play that as well. And we will be talking about that for Game of the Month. We have Discord link down below. You can talk to us anytime, all the time. And we're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you prefer to listen to us. And if you're watching this stream, why not go to YouTube and check out Tasty Lou Gaming and hit the subscribe button. Alright. You ready to watch this?
Yep.
Alright, let's do this. We're going to start with the State of Play, just because I feel like there's higher profile stuff in this video. And then after that, we will head on over to Xbox. Alright, let's go.
Cool.
Alright, everything seems good. Oh, that tastes like Celebration beer. Whoa. That threw me off for a second.
Yeah, that was weird.
Pikmin 5.
On PlayStation.
Jump ship. You have much more Pikmin on screen at once. I don't know what this is, but there's something hypnotic about it.
Is it the colors and the physics?
It's the physics, 100%. It's all the people being water-like. I'm actually super intrigued with this. Watch, it's just like a concept, and it's not even a game. Yeah, I'm really interested in whatever the hell this is.
That's Lemmings.
It looks like it. This is that totally realistic battle simulator, what the fuck it's called, mixed with Lemmings, mixed with Intelligent Cube, mixed with the technology they used in Hitman to render crowds. Damn, you gotta wait for that one.
It's like a puzzle game or physics.
I think it's a
sandbox?
little bit. I think it's a little bit of both. There's definitely, it seemed like some puzzle elements to that.
Hey, it's time for another State of Play. We're really excited.
That was interesting.
To share some great
Yeah.
games and surprises with you today. Starting with that exclusive reveal of humanity from Enhanced Games. Next up, Infinity Ward gives us an all-new look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare, an epic new entry in the blockbuster series.
Oh yeah, this is actually supposed to have a story trailer.
There's nothing simple about it.
This is bigger now. Chemical weapons have fallen into terrorist hands. They could be anywhere.
We need to move fast.
What do you suggest?
A business trip.
Is this supposed to be the same characters?
No, it's a reimagining. So they're calling this dude Price, and he kind of looks like him, but he doesn't. This is just its own thing. It's really confusing why they're even
If you stay, you fight.
having similarities. I think it's only just to like maintain branding.
Yeah, I'll say it seems like a soft reboot.
My country have no regard for human life.
Well, it's a reimagining, yeah, because they're not doing the same story.
Any further complications and we're at war.
The visuals are good.
Now we need a new extraction point.
Yeah, they are.
Save yourself, daughter. Join us.
I lead soldiers.
Yeah, it's weird how cinematic this looks.
Yeah.
No? How about you, Captain? Are you gonna let them die?
The Kremlin has suspended all deconfliction channels, and chemical weapons are now in the wild. Fix it.
Where do we draw the line, sir?
You draw the line
No, sir! Stop!
wherever you need it. What the hell is this?
The off switch! We're all just pawns in this.
You speak for yourself.
I'm stuck. They're going with a more serious tone though. Like all the game stories are serious, but like Michael Bay serious, not
Like grounded.
not like dramatic serious.
I'll say I actually kind of like the way this looks.
Yeah.
If you can't identify the target, you are the target.
Huh.
Yeah, that didn't even look like a Call of Duty to me.
Yeah, how weird.
And there it is, the controversy.
Reinforcements approaching the bank. We advise you to get and get ready to fight.
Luckily, I don't really give a fuck about survival modes too much, but it is a whole mode, so it's
Thankfully,
like
we don't have much longer to wait.
fucked up.
Call of Duty Modern
Yeah, that's
Warfare
crazy.
comes on
Yeah.
PS4 this October.
when we're like Activision, yeah, a little bit, but also Sony made that deal, and why wouldn't they?
Right.
It was offered to
Nobi
them.
Nobi Boy comes a long-awaited update.
Nobi boy. This is fucking sad.
What's up, dude?
Oh yeah, party time.
That had a face.
They all have faces.
This-
Apparently this guy in Kojima's gonna fix all the world's issues. By reconnecting everybody.
This guy makes weird games.
Yeah, no, this isn't... It's weird, but it makes sense to me because it's from the same fucking guy. Ew. Oh yeah. So far we got super serious fucking Modern Warfare. We got people hurling simulator and fucking this. It's amazing TGS just happened and then they're showing all this shit that I've never seen before.
I think it just shows how many games are being made, man.
Yeah, and my wallet fucking is evidence of that. I'm constantly fucking running out of money. It's just game. Here's a new game. Here's a new game. You like that last game? Here's a new game. They're having a blast.
I can't even read that.
Yeah, I don't know what that says. Wadham?
Probably.
Are they not going to clear that up? Figure it out.
Right around the corner.
We can't wait to play it. The wonderfully wacky and whimsical world of Watam comes to PS4
Ah, close.
this December. Okay,
Watam!
prepare to embark on a gorgeous new journey with another first look.
Techland. Piccolo. Goku. Techland's the dudes who make fucking, or made, shit. Dead by Daylight, did they make that one? I know they made, Dead Island. I don't know if they sold that shit off, though.
Dying Light 2.
Yeah.
Call of Wars?
Yeah.
And Pure Farming.
I like the visual style. It's simple, but clean looking.
Yeah.
It's a big yikes.
Yeah. I love the music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's giving me like Journey vibes, but also it looks like a platformer, so. Not that simple.
Socialize is coming soon to PS4.
Oh, what the fuck's happening in that?
Rockstar.
Now let's see what Rockstar Games
Oh, I
is
heard
coming
about
to
this.
PlayStation VR.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right? But she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
This is fucking weird. Did you ever play that?
No.
It was fun, like, once through, but I don't think I could ever replay it.
Well, this is like the third time they've tried to do something with it.
Except for not make another one. 'Cause
Yeah.
Fucking Team Bondi or whatever the hell got...
That's the truth.
Screwed.
Yeah. Damn. Out now.
The good news is, LA Noire, the VR case files, is available at the PlayStation.
I feel like if you're a diehard fan of that, you'd probably want that. Other than that,
And that's
it
just
might
a
be
taste
cool to
of what's
check
coming
out,
for
but
PlayStation
Right.
I
VR.
won't be picking it up. I love that Sony's putting so much effort into supporting VR.
Did I just see Space Channel 5?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the one that was Gorn, huh? I don't know if that's the one that was all over Steam for a while that people were talking about, or if that's like something that's similar to it.
I've seen it all over Reddit.
Yeah, I still don't know if it's that is it that game?
With the crabs fighting each other? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so. I could be wrong though.
Oh, it has kind of a cool art style.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play that one. that's awesome.
It is weird that that even exists in any capacity.
Yeah.
We've got more for you to check out. Get ready for an update on Medieval. Here's your chance
Man, they
to get
just-
your hands on a demo of the eagerly awaited experience.
Yeah, and the
launched
Xbox
today
one's
on
like
the
fucking an hour and a half long, so I'm wondering if it's just a lot of them talking or not. Because they have like 3 presenters and shit, so.
Well, that's available right now to try.
Is it?
Yeah. Demo's out. Be curious.
Yeah, me too. It is weird to see that game
Now?
rendered like in higher end graphics.
It's, you know, it still kind of gives that PS2 vibe off to
Oh, definitely. PS2?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought Medieval came out for PlayStation.
Oh, PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe.
Be sure to play the demo to get Dan's helmet when the full adventure rises again. this
Man,
October.
fuck Dan.
At long last, a legendary series makes its debut to PS4.
What does that mean? Oh.
Oh, yeah. What's PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
Huh.
I want to know how this plays on a controller.
Fortunately, it's turn-based, so...
You probably just use the analog to move like a mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is turn-based. It's not like you gotta do anything fucking quick. It's not like an RTS.
I'll say Civ's been on console in the past, too, so...
Yeah, but not. I mean, aside from on Switch, not anytime recent. There's one like a while back, but I'm sure it doesn't play the same now.
Yeah, I would say like PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, I think.
Yeah, that's not even close to being what like a standard now. But I know they had like that weird light version on phone.
Yeah.
It played fine. I was curious about how this played on Switch. It's weird that it came out on that first. But also, I wonder if this Switch has a touchscreen. I wonder if it did that, used that or not.
PS4 players
I always forget that, 'cause
finally
nothing
get the
really
opportunity to expand their
makes you
empires
use
in
it.
just a few short months.
No, it's definitely optional.
You might have heard Death Stranding from director Hideo Kojima is launching this November. We've got something very cool to show you.
If we don't come together again, humanity won't survive.
I remember seeing this. I definitely didn't see that.
Yeah. That thing's pretty cool. Every time I see a new PS4 Pro, I'm like, with the design, I'm like, but I'm like, that's not a thing you just buy the next one of. So I'm just like, fuck it.
I don't have a Pro.
Now let's check in on After Party.
Weren't you gonna
Do you
get
think you can beat Satan in
like a Kingdom Hearts one or some
Didn't
shit?
come out here.
Oh yeah.
Fuckers.
Hell basically runs itself nowadays. Yeah, I have to assign tortures and clean up priest skeletons every once
What's
in a
up,
while.
Stiak Ahmed?
Except, well,
Eastiak? I don't know how to. I'm probably butchering the fuck out of the name. I apologize. How's it going, dude?
Like 2 minutes before graduating college. They go through processing, get their personal demon, the whole thing. But then they take a cab ride from Sam.
This is a really interesting style.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I didn't already have enough to do tonight, you know?
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
Outwardly held monarchs first, you know, my psycho relatives.
I kind of like, and I know people kind of complain about it with State of Play particularly, but I always like that they show off games like this. Because otherwise you might not fucking hear about them.
I have the same problem with the reception as I do when you go on the forums for when the Plus games are announced.
Yeah. You heard about the new Plus games, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sent them to you on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I'm almost never on Twitter.
Speaking of coming soon, we've got a sneak peek at October's PlayStation Plus lineup. Batter up.
This one's going to be interesting for me to have to play.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of interest in it outside of curiosity on how these kind of games play nowadays.
They're both going to be very interesting for me.
Not one. I might fucking beat it for like at the 8th time.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting one. Like when we got, what was that? Was it NBA? One of the 2K games? Was that what it was?
Yeah. I barely played that.
Yeah, too. The controls just weren't working for me in that game, so.
MLB The Show 19.
That seems like a big game though to release, because that's something that people who are into that are most likely playing already. So
it's probably also cheaper for them too, because those are both Sony studios.
Yeah.
Starting in October, alongside MLB The Show 19.
And The Last of Us, that's fucking awesome. Like, people have been wanting that for a long time. I obviously bought it when it came out, but
well, and a certain game is coming out soon.
Yep.
Oh, we're getting a trailer, huh?
Who decided to join us?
See if my predictions are right.
You all know the drill.
Yeah, no, this is one of my most hyped games for sure.
Routes. Mark your logbooks.
Oh, it's so good looking.
Anything you can't handle.
Ooh, I hate that noise.
Oh, holy shit, I'm so fucking excited for this.
Please stop. Tommy.
Good to see he's still alive.
You have no idea what you're walking into.
What are you doing?
You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care.
Damn.
You can't stop this.
Oh my god.
What the hell are you doing here?
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
Oh shit. Oh, I'm so excited.
Wow, that was a really good trailer.
What's up, guys? I'm so ready for this game.
What's
No,
up,
me
Paul?
too, dude. I'm fucking so excited.
Jesus Christ. That was a good ass trailer.
Yeah.
On this hugely anticipated title. Thanks to Naughty Dog for
So
giving
happy
us
to see
this
Joel.
all-new look at the Last
It's looking
of Us
old.
franchise.
Yeah.
And we've even got a release date. Mark your calendars for February 21st, 2020.
Really?
Dude.
Okay,
All in the beginning of the year.
That's a wrap on another episode of State of Play. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. And keep the feedback and suggestions coming.
All right.
Until next time.
We're gonna rewatch that. But what did we think of everything, but particularly that last thing?
I know some people aren't into it, but I like the way Sony does things because it's just kind of to the point. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You know, and there was stuff in there that maybe I wasn't personally into, but at the same time, I'm glad they show that kind of stuff off because they're just really good about like showing off the AAA stuff, the indie stuff, you know, sports, weird games. They're headliners, like they show it all off. So
I feel like, and me and you are pretty open to what they normally show. Some people get, like, you know, they criticize it quite a bit every time they do a state of play because it's like one thing that they're stoked for and the rest of it's all like the small stuff. But even seeing their perspective on it, which I don't agree with, but I see where they're coming from, I feel like this is probably the best one we've seen so far. And not just because Last of Us, which got me fucking emotional. Even watching that, I was like, oh my god, it's real.
Right.
But I mean, we got a lot of really cool things here, a lot of small stuff. This humanity game that is not loading was really weird, but I'm super intrigued by it.
For sure.
You know, Modern Warfare is very cool to see that storyline trailer or story trailer. Looked really good. You even said it looked kind of interesting.
Yeah, which I don't say about Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So.
And then the Katamari Damacy game, fucking Watam or whatever the fuck. I'll be curious to see it, but I don't think I'll be picking
that
that
is
up.
not me. Yeah.
You know, the sports shit, I'm the wrong guy for that.
Yeah.
The VR stuff, like I said before, you know, I love that they support that stuff, and I'll probably get around to picking up some of that
For sure.
at some point. Yeah, and PlayStation Plus games, which we'll be talking about plenty in the next month.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good about it. Obviously, I'm a huge Last of Us fan. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So
It also seems like it'll be a kind of an easy month, so that'll be good if we get like this month was rough because we got 3 full ass games to play. In that, there's one full game, one game that'll be easier to digest. So,
fucking the show?
Yeah,
is that what it's called? Yeah, I mean, I'll play it for a second unless I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting.
Sure.
But Last of Us, I might humor beating again just because I love it so much. So it won't be hard. Plus, they did such a good job.
Yeah.
Updating it for PS4.
I should just sit in with you when you go to do the DLC part because I still haven't seen that to completion.
Yeah.
So,
okay. I can do that probably. Is it coming with a DLC?
I thought that version came with it for some reason. The remaster.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't either. So hopefully.
We'll have to figure that out. All right.
But overall, yeah, it was cool. Obviously, Last of Us was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Even as someone who can't play the game, it's one of like the best experiences I've had in gaming, and I didn't play it. So
yeah,
I mean, it's crazy. I watched you play the whole thing, and I just loved it. So.
It's fucking fantastic. Paul says, hopefully Soap is in Modern Warfare as again, and I need to get Plus again for Last of Us. You definitely do. This month will be completely worth it, even though you can buy The Last of Us for $20 now, I think.
Yeah.
That and the show, you're getting both of those for whatever the price of 1 month of PlayStation Plus is.
I buy it annually.
So do I.
Yeah.
In fact, my fucking bank statement recently was like, oh, Sony took money from you. I'm like, when are they not? But fucking, this one, it wasn't me pulling the fucking trigger.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know about Soap yet. I know fucking, oh no, what's his name?
Fucking Mr. Pork Chops.
Yeah, Pork Chops fucking is in it. But it's not the same character, so it's just weird that they're even revisiting that. So, but yeah, well, I'd be really surprised if they didn't make some kind of reference to a character named Soap, but they're not even telling the same story. So it's just, it really feels like the only reason they're calling it that and keeping some character names and nothing else is so that some of the people out there who don't realize it's not the same fucking game or even a remake of it will buy based off brand.
Yeah, well, and trademarking.
Yeah. So, we'll see. All right, we're going to rewatch this again real quick because I need to watch that a second time. I was too enamored the first time around to even fucking think. So, let's do it.
Look at another upcoming PS4 game from PlayStation's Worldwide Studios.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
It's so weird seeing him aged.
Mm-hmm. Well, even that town is like way further along, like than it seemed in the last one.
Right.
Mark your logbooks. You run into anything you can't handle.
But I knew fucking when we saw that first teaser and then the trailer that came out after that something's gonna happen to that chick because she's telling Joel that she's gonna kill like every last one of them, and then she had that chick's fucking bracelet on or some shit.
Yeah.
Later, so.
God, it's so detailed.
Mm. That's the thing, man. Fucking Naughty Dog every time just ups the bar every single time somehow.
Get off me! Please stop! No!
Tommy. I have to finish it.
God, I love that right there.
You don't know how large that group is.
The lighting too, something I keep noticing.
Yeah.
Don't care. You can't stop this.
I mean, animation-wise, it looks like real, like how smooth and well everything's moving.
It's like when they showed that fight in the convenience store or whatever last time, when she's like slipping between shelves and shit. God.
What the hell are you doing here?
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
You want someone to fucking
Ooh!
murder everybody. Joel
Yeah,
do it.
He'll do it. He'll pop your knee right out of your fucking socket.
We know you've been anxiously awaiting any news on this hugely anticipated title.
I'm so
Thanks to
fucking
Naughty
excited
Dog
for
giving us
that.
This all-new look at The Last of Us Part 2. And we've even got a release date.
You know what's crazy is when I see stuff like that,
2020.
just like detail wise, when I just think about like, God, that's gotta be so hard, you know, for the devs and the amount of like, you know, stress and work, but the payoff, man, I bet you that feels so good.
Especially just how much work they put in those games. Like, any developer's putting a lot of work into the fucking
For
game.
sure. You
You put a year at the least into anything, you're putting a lot of work into something. But like, the amount of people it takes to take years to create something like that and have somebody who has to essentially lead that and make it happen, I can't even imagine making that all come together, especially to that point. And then you got to release it, and in their case it's gonna do great, just like God of War, all that shit. But like, you still
I guarantee
creating anything, you put it out there, you're like, oh god, fucking go easy on me, and everybody's like, I love it so much.
Well, it's like, you know, that when God of War was coming out and Corey, you know,
Barlog,
he didn't watch any of the read or watch any of the reviews, and he was like freaked out about the reception of his game, and then like he just saw like all the like near perfect scores, and he was just like,
it deserved it.
Yeah.
The thing that was really cool too, because that was his first time leading a project like God of War or whatever, and he did fucking fantastic. But Neil Druckmann has been just like
on fire.
The man. I mean, he fucking directed Uncharted 2. It's the best Uncharted game. He made The Last of Us. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know, with this game, fucking, I'm stoked because of the brand. Obviously, I love Last of Us, but at the same time, like, it can't fail. I'd be so blown away if it was even subpar or even okay.
Yeah, no. All they'd have to do is make it as good as the last one.
Yeah, and already he's looking better.
Yeah.
So, unless the storyline sucks, but it doesn't. I'm already into it. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, that was a treat to watch. Man, it's always such a mind blowing to see what these AAA companies can just push and keep pushing.
Every once in a while, I want them to try their hand at like the weird ideas indie developers do.
Yeah.
But they don't have the budget for. I'd love to see a AAA company, like for instance, like Modern Warfare. People keep saying like, oh, it's like a tax shooter, but it's not quite. And I'm like, it'd be cool if one day they just went full on, just tried to make a fucking tax shooter, but they're not gonna. Next, they're gonna do what they need to sell a game and make that money back. But every once in a while, I'm like all these really cool ideas that come out from the indie developers, just fucking. I want to see a AAA developer just fucking like Naughty Dog quality.
Yeah.
Work on something like that. So, but they're they're just telling great stories and immersive stories and showing off having that blank check when it comes to the tech and the graphics and shit. So, but those are like, it's important for the AAA companies to be making the pinnacle of modern gaming, essentially, especially for their respective brands like PlayStation, Xbox, stuff like that.
Oh, well, I was gonna say,
you need to have those centerpieces.
I'm not the biggest like Gears fan, but like, Gears looked visually great,
really good, yeah.
So, and I remember when we watched it, because I hadn't been keeping an eye on it, it wasn't really on my radar, and I was watching, I was like, oh wow, that like, it's got really good frames per second. It looks amazing. The character models are done really well. Like, I was just kind of blown away by it because I don't keep tabs on the series. So, and that is like one of their that's one of their flagships. Just like when you see how good Forza always looks. So,
yep. I mean, even Nintendo though, like the Switch
games look freakishly good.
The Switch isn't as powerful, but the flagship titles are always really good looking. So it's just funny how even with lower specs, you can still fucking you can still pull something off that shows off this is the main line of what is like the pinnacle of this console. Sony, you got like fucking Spider-Man, God of War, fucking Uncharted 4.
A stupid amount of companies.
Yeah, and they all just come out. Horizon Zero Dawn, you're just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So
and now, like you said, Spider-Man, but Insomniac being one of their companies officially now. So
yeah, which is an awesome get. But if they didn't do it, Xbox might have, because they're just buying everybody.
Yeah.
So can't wait to see where that leads. Speaking of that, we have another video to watch, which is Inside Xbox, which also happened on the exact same day as State of Play. I want to invite you guys in the comments, though. Let us know what you thought of State of Play. What was your favorite part? What are some things you're looking forward to? What are some things you could have done without? What do you think about the story trailer for Modern Warfare? And let me know your positive thoughts on The Last of Us 2. If you have negative ones, share those as well. I'd be curious, but I feel skeptical that there's anybody out there.
You'd have to just be a hater.
Yeah. You hater? No. If you're like, nah, I don't know. I don't get it. Let me know in the comments. Alright, so Inside Xbox. They're going to show off a couple things. Project xCloud is the thing I keep hearing about the most, so that's kind of interesting. But it's not a game. But I've skipped about 16 minutes in because there was a big countdown and then some guy in a hoodie talked for like a second. So we're starting where I feel like it does start. So anything you want to say before we start watching this? It's about an hour and 10 minutes.
No, I'm comfy, so let's do it.
You got nothing. You're not excited for Xbox?
I don't even know what to expect. To be
honest, me neither. I have no idea. All
right, I'm not excited either. Yeah. I'm curious. So
yeah, me too. I have like zero expectation as well because I don't know what we're getting into. So at least with the last one, I was like, Last of Us will be shown. And real quick, what do you think about that February release date? They barely showed shit on that game, and it's coming out like right around the corner.
I know Neil Druckmann is probably glad that that's announced because he was getting real sick of people asking him, I'm sure.
It's earlier than I thought. I'm not surprised because it's looking pretty done, and a lot of the mocapping and voice work and stuff was done a little bit ago, and that's typically a good sign that like
Troy Baker's been looking pretty available.
So. Yeah, for sure. But like a lot of times they'll build the engine, they'll make the setting, the levels, the world and shit, they'll make the character models, all that stuff like that, and then they act out the scenes, place the scenes, and do all that stuff, bring people back in, do the touch-ups and stuff. So once they wrap like the acting, a lot of times I feel like it's getting close to being done. So it coming out in February, more so as a surprise because I assumed maybe more around like spring, summerish. So that's pretty close.
The only reason I'm not surprised is because winter is just that's when you release all your games.
It's the new release time.
Beginning of winter. Bleh. Hey, it's the end of winter. Bleh.
Yeah, this will be like the third year in a row where there's fucking dumping games right in the beginning of the year.
It's painful, man. It's literally like right before the holidays, and then right after when everyone's got their gift cards. It's crazy smart, but
yeah, for sure.
It's rough for when you're buying all your own shit.
Yeah. Paul says her, not Uncle Tommy, looks too good. I think he's talking about her, not Uncle Tommy.
I think they all look good.
How old is she? Why are we saying this?
I don't know.
All right, let's jump into this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside Xbox.
Never seen that guy before.
Huge show for you today.
Talking about the guy on the right, me too.
Great games coming very soon, and the latest from Project xCloud.
True, Lair Bear. Whether you're into pillaging on the high
Lair Bear.
I was like,
pillaging
what?
Satan to a drink off your very soul in after party, or finding your fortune in a capitalist space dystopia in the outer worlds, we've got games.
What was the name of that
Everyone except for those
Satan game that was on State of Play?
The one they just said, after party.
Same one? Okay.
Because then we'd have to teach Larry to dance, and nobody wants to see that.
Fair point. Let's instead talk about another group of folks that tend to sing and dance a lot. Pirates.
Yeah, brilliant segue there, Kate. Thank you very much. Anyway, the game is called Atlas. It is a persistent open world.
That almost seemed like actual real shade. I'm sure he's not stoked he's sharing the stage with people now, though. He used to be the face of Xbox.
Yeah. With Atlas's lead game designer, but first, we'll give you a head start and get your
He's
sea
still
legs with a new
all
trailer
over
for the
Twitter.
game right now.
Sure, yeah.
Another pirate game.
This is that game that the guys who made Ark made, and then people got mad.
Oh, that, yeah. And then speculation of it being the exact same like engine and stuff.
They
right?
were saying it was pretty much supposed to be an expansion, and then they made it into its own game, charged full price. If it is a full game, I don't care, but it is dishonest. But people said you could find like, in like the menu and stuff, a way to like look in the code or something like that, and it said it was essentially like an expansion to Ark. It was like DLC.
Yeah. Well, visually, I'm digging it.
Yeah. But it is funny, like, yeah, it's a fucking cooperative online pirate game.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
This does look kind of cool, though. I haven't heard about it since the controversy, so I wonder how it's being received now. Ark was a super ambitious game, so
well,
when it came out,
I'll say it's going to be visually,
oh, that's cool,
like awesome, just because of if it is Ark's engine. It's a really good looking game.
I read somewhere recently people were saying that Ark doesn't look that great. I'm like, I think it looks pretty fucking good still.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like fucking AAA, but like it looks better than like your average indie game.
8th, just enough time
Damn,
to get my iPad
barely
together.
flashed that at us.
Wait, a pirate game on Xbox? Haven't we seen that before? All right,
Oh.
let's address the peg-legged elephant in the room. Yes, Sea of Thieves exists. It's awesome. But Atlas
This
is
is
really
awkward.
a very different type of experience. They're basically on opposite ends of the pirate spectrum, which is something that exists now. Basically, you have Jack Sparrow on this end of the spectrum, and on the other side is Captain Phillips. Look at me. I'm the captain now. You remember that?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't.
I might have chosen Kermit. Yeah.
I don't like the people they have on here.
This more intense flavor of pirating lifestyle, we have Atlas lead game designer Eric Ronanen to tell us, well, all about Atlas. So, Eric, tell us all about Atlas.
Sure,
Yeah,
So
tell us.
obviously, yeah, there are a lot of pirate offerings now. There are a lot of things that differentiate us from,
Why is he
other pirate
dressed
offerings.
like that?
We want to create the
In a
ultimate
robe?
experience. And
Yeah.
So Atlas is an online
I don't know.
multiplayer survival pirate game. It's a massive open world that thousands of players can connect to.
Just trying to be comfortable, man.
One of the coolest things
It does look comfortable. It looks like he's wearing fucking silk.
Provide a truly persistent world. So if I build a ship or a base in one place and you visit that location, you'll actually be able to see exactly what I've built, and you can interact with it too. You know, we've created this gigantic sandbox where we let players do pretty much
Digging the
whatever they want.
visuals.
We've given them the
Yeah.
tools and freedom to do that in true pirate fashion. So, you know, if you're a player that wants to get all your friends together and create a fleet of pirate ships to then terrorize the seas, you can do that. If you want to claim an island and then build your own pirate hideout, you can also do that. You know, the world is truly your oyster when it comes
But
to
will it have private servers like Ark?
And can I play it on my computer?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's already on Steam.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's been out.
Oh.
Like I said, it came out. There's a lot of controversy when it came out.
I must have missed the
On
part
Steam.
where you said it came out. I thought it was
No,
coming out.
It's been out for months.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. There's all this.
I was curious about it, but there's a lot of people talking shit, so I was like, I'll wait.
The scurvy and whatnot, but you know, there's a lot of those classic moments that players are expecting too. Atlas
see
at its
what
core is
the
a game about
current reviews for it are saying.
surviving, conquering the world with your friends and other pirates. But there's also those very iconic pirate moments: intense ship battles with cannons, you know, storming decks and clashing swords with
Bam.
other players, searching for buried treasure and wrestling it away from people that don't want to part with their booty. Even building your own bases and.
I mean, who wants to part with their
Not part with
booty?
my fucking booty.
There's just a handful of items that are those really classic pirate moments that players are expecting that are in Atlas. There's a lot more that players can expect when they get into the game and actually play.
So Atlas's freedom, it's not just what you can do in the game, but it's really how you can experience the game. There's a lot of options to how you can really interact with the world of Atlas.
Right, yeah, it's a very player goal-driven game, right? And so players set what they want to do and the stories that they want to tell in the game, and we give them the space and the tools to
Mixed
provide
reviews.
those stories for them to create. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's mixed between the people who are playing it and liking it and the people who are pissed.
Well, it used to be mostly negative, so
Yeah.
apparently it's come up.
For Atlas on Xbox. Exactly. What can
Well,
players
yeah, I get why people are upset and angry, and I'm not going to take away from that. I'm just saying that Ark is a fun game, and it's a well-made game, so the idea that this game wouldn't be is unlikely.
Atlas be cross-play enabled for both Xbox and PC on day one at
Oh, that's
launch.
cool.
So players on both
Nice.
platforms will be able to play together in the exact same worlds on all of our official servers. Something else that we're working on is keyboard and mouse support for Xbox, so players can look forward to that.
That keeps coming
But one
up.
thing we actually really wanted to make sure Xbox players understand is that when we launch Atlas on Xbox, it's actually going to have full game parity with Xbox and PC. That means that whenever we push an update or we release new content for the game, Xbox and PCers will both get that simultaneously. It's not a different game for Xbox or a different game for PC. It's the
That's
exact
cool.
same game across both platforms.
You're saying a lot of the right things here. So let's
Means PC updates are going to rely on the Xbox cert, but yeah, that is cool.
forward down the line of the game preview.
They
voyage
seem a
for
lot more
Atlas.
relaxed though
Thinking
than
back
fucking
to
Sony.
you guys made Ark
Not
Survival
with
of
Stardew
Valor.
Valley.
Really
I have
wild
no
early
idea about that.
Yeah.
I remember playing it
What's up with that?
first
He's been trying to get his
and I think I
update
was
through
like
on
lashed
PlayStation and Xbox for months, the multiplayer update, and it
That's
keeps
not out?
and it keeps failing cert. And so
Why?
I don't know, but PlayStation finally approved it today, but Microsoft did not. So he's still trying to get it to work for people.
I figure they would want to work with him on that.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the whole
What
story.
goes into that, yeah.
But it's been months. He's been trying to get this to.
Well, that came out a while ago.
So basically how we're going to treat future updates
We
for
played
Atlas
that
are
as
gonna be
game of the
rolling them out
month.
in sort of multiple
Yeah.
phases.
Months
And so
ago.
each
Well,
phase
Switch
will have
is
sort of, specific
Switch
areas
has
that we focus
multiplayer,
on,
so like.
Yeah, but they don't
tailor
care.
or make improvements to.
They don't care about
For
anything
example,
over there.
the first update that
Well,
we're gonna be
they are
really
getting Game
focusing on
Pass,
once we
so.
release on the 8th is going to be sort of general upkeep stuff, quality of life improvements for the game, bug fixes,
Which is gonna be
performance
trippy.
increases, those sorts of areas.
Is that
But then
confirmed?
After that, the area of focus we're going to
I
have
thought they
is,
said that at
a
E3.
phase on
I could be
seas,
mistaken.
ships, and sailing
Yeah.
If you're watching this after the
Ships and
factory,
sailors
or
are
if you're
such a
watching
important
now
part
and
of
you know,
Atlas,
let
it's
me
really core to that pirate
give us a heads up
fantasy.
on that.
And so
So.
we want to make them an even bigger part of the game than they currently are. So that means things like making ships easier to acquire and
This is
easier
why
to
it's an
sail,
hour and a half long, by the
using
way.
Yeah.
additional types of encounters on the ocean, new activities for players to do on their ships. You know, we want players to be able to enjoy themselves even more.
Yeah, if they
ships.
show another
So we're gonna be
game
focusing
and it
on
doesn't seem
updates
too
on
interesting and they
very
start talking, we'll skip
specifically.
over it
But the
for
most
time's
important
sake.
part of all this, honestly, especially in game preview, is going to be player feedback, right? So it's a continually evolving process. We want to get player input, and so we want to invite and encourage Xbox players to join us both in our official forums and on social media, so they can also be a part of helping make Atlas that ultimate pirate experience together.
All right, what is that website? What is that social media? Where can people find more about Atlas?
Sure, so you can visit us on our official website at playatlas.com. We have an official Discord channel that players can join. They can chat
How much
with us.
was it?
Sometimes devs drop
30.
in too.
Okay.
And also on social
Not too
media,
bad.
you can find all the latest news and updates there as well.
Eric, thank you so much. Now, before I let you go, I have to ask, what did the ocean say to
Let
the
him
pirate?
go.
I don't know.
Nothing. It just waved.
Oh.
Oh God, I hate that guy. He's keeping that poor kid hostage.
I said that hurt.
Mm-hmm. for Children of Morta. This game is an action RPG roguelite where
keep seeing
you
that name.
gradually meet and unlock more players,
Oh, there's your
and
list.
more members of your family as you play. It's kind of like Thanksgiving
that's
dinner,
kinda nice.
just without all the unnecessary political ramblings from my Uncle Yuri at the end of the table. He knows what he said. We're proud to share an in-depth trailer now, revealing
Yuri.
some never-before-seen characters.
It's me,
and
Yuri.
the date of this very anticipated, much buzzed about game's Xbox debut. Please enjoy Children of Morta.
I'm gonna do my best to enjoy.
Might be cool.
I said I'm gonna do my best to enjoy.
Might be cool. Looks kind of cool.
I like the style.
But a whole extraordinary family of heroes. Hack and slash through hordes of enemies and procedurally
I like the animations.
And the stuff they do with like pixel art and stuff is insane now.
They just do whatever they want nowadays with that shit. It doesn't seem like it's really limited. It's just based on like whatever art style you decide to do.
Yeah.
Action adventure RPG, roguelite, and hack and slash game. By leveling up, you develop not only individual characters, but also
The visuals are dope.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool
There
looking.
is no permadeath, and you can change family members between the dungeon runs. The story takes place in a distant land, but
I love the fucking how detailed it is. The colors are really good. They're like muted, but they're still like really colorful.
And sacrifice we are willing
Yeah.
to make to save the ones we care for
Except
the
I don't
most.
really
What's
like
all this shit?
Ultimately, it's about a family of heroes standing against an encroaching
advertising. I don't know.
You can choose from 6 different family members.
P1, that means multiplayer.
Skill sets. The father, John, a protective.
They showed 2 people earlier.
sword and
Oh,
shield.
did they?
Yeah, it was cool.
The elder daughter, Linda, a precise archer. Kevin, a quiet fighter equipped with deadly daggers.
It's interesting to have classes, but have in the story them being a family.
Mark,
It's a little neat they don't die. You just fail and have to start
Yeah.
over.
Joey,
So
who smashes his enemies with a sledgehammer.
I love the visuals. They're really good.
Yeah, they're cool.
Ranged attacks, magic spells, blocks, stuns, evasions, and passive skills. It's all there for you to discover, unlock, and upgrade. Check out different setups and
Skill
find
trees.
your preferred way
Yeah.
of combat.
No, I'm pretty sure I'll pick
Children
this
of
up.
Morta, there is no classical inventory system, but instead, there are dozens of items that you can randomly find on your way. They can
So
give
it's
you
kind of like a
passive buffs,
roguelike.
Yeah, it was action RPG rogue light.
But yeah, I heard them say that. I just,
find, you can
that's the
always stop
part
by a
that's
store
doing
and
it.
purchase
Yeah.
stuff from a merchant. All the dungeons in the game are procedurally generated, which
And that
means
part.
their layout is different.
I guess
for
that's
each
most
adventure. They can
action
be
RPGs
from
too,
2 to
though.
4
At this
levels
point,
in each
yeah.
dungeon, with a unique
That
boss
whip looked
fight
really
at
good.
the end. You can always get back the previous dungeons to get extra XP or finish all the side quests. There are
That's
3 different
cool.
lands to discover. Each one represents a
So it's
different
like
part of the
actual
Morta
quests
realm.
and shit too.
The Caldibo Caves, the city of Barahut, and the land of Terra Lava, each filled with unique enemies, bosses, and challenges linked directly to the environment around you. Play with your friend, or wife, or mom. It's a game about family.
Is your wife not your friend?
Currently,
That's sad.
local co-op
That is sad.
but online co-op is in development and will be added.
I'll keep you around to play co-op games with me.
That's cool. They're expanding the multiplayer in an update for free.
Gorgeous, hand-drawn, stylish pixel art.
4-player?
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words.
I think they
So
just
take
said
a look
offline.
and embrace it.
Multiplayer online. I can't remember which one.
It's actually a lot cooler than I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
The game costs $21.99 and will be available on
Weird
Xbox
price.
One on October 15th.
Yeah,
Be
I almost
sure
got.
to
At first when he said that, I felt weird. I was like, "Why are you telling me that like that?" But then I was like, "I think it's the price point's kind of weird." I think that's what. He said, "I was like, what the fuck?
How could you say this to me?
$22?"
Ever since we announced Project xCloud, everyone has asked one question. When can I get my hands on it? Well, luckily...
Who's
we're joined
everyone?
by Project
I didn't
xCloud
ask that.
corporate
I'm
vice
curious.
president, Kareem Chowdhury.
Not that to
Yeah,
get
but
my
I
hands
didn't.
on it, but I want to try it.
I didn't ask that though.
Now, I
This is
know
true.
you're not just coming by to say, hey, things are going pretty good. You got some really good news coming up, don't you?
We do.
All right, we're
I
talking
know they
about
got
that
a
in just minute,
beta
but
coming up
first,
soon that you
can
can try
bring
for
people up to
free.
speed? What is Project xCloud?
Project xCloud is our technology platform to stream console games from the cloud. We're incredibly excited about it. We've been working really hard on turning our Xbox One console into a server version that we're deploying in Microsoft data centers around the world. We've been testing.
Hey, is that from E3?
Employees. We've rolled it out to broader Microsoft, and now we're ready to take that next step. Where we invite the public to
pretty
join
sure.
our public preview.
Now, you and I have been working at Xbox.
It's probably just the same.
It's kind of appealing anyways too,
Stage
because
thing.
I know, like I said before, Android has had support for them, but even now iOS has support for Xbox and PlayStation controllers as well. So being able to have something like this on the go, on trips and
I
stuff.
figured that would come out before any of this shit came out, just preemptively, because it'd be really stupid if that released and you didn't have fucking access to controllers.
Yeah.
Today. That is exciting news. Now, if you want to go to the site,
There
you
you go.
just need to go to the URL on the screen, right?
Exactly. And we're going to be in 3 markets where we're starting: the United States, the United Kingdom, and Korea. And we're
I've been
gonna
using
be opening
fucking
up
Game Pass
invitations,
lately, and I
select
really
people
like it
from
a
who
lot.
signs up, and we're gonna
Apparently
start
Jump
kind of
Force is on
small,
there
and then we're
too.
just gonna continually expand
So,
over time.
did you buy
Once
that?
folks get into the preview, what can they expect?
No, it was getting
they
kind
can expect
of
to play Xbox games in a way that they never
some
have
negative stuff about it. I didn't really want to pay the
if you
money
had
for
Game
it.
Pass, you can just fucking play it. But anyway, that mixed with like being able to play it anywhere is kind of fucking cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I could, like, when I go on trips and stuff, still have access to console games, it's kind of cool. My phone's always on me, so.
Well, especially the games that work between Xbox and PC, playing that on xCloud, it's just weird to think.
Yeah.
Like, then you're like playing with people on their phone or on their tablet or whatever the fuck.
For sure.
Project xCloud next to my kids on the couch while they're playing.
Now you guys just have to play nice with Square so I can get Final Fantasy 14 on there.
Yeah, that's the last thing you need.
I've had a chance to participate internally in our internal beta for quite some time and being able to play on the road. And I want to be very clear, you know, if you're playing something on your
I'm checking
console,
because sometimes it just
when you
mutes
get into the
randomly.
program, it's just going to pick up your achievements, your save
And
game,
people are like, can't hear you, and then I look over at the chat like 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh shit.
Creating a separate ecosystem. So it's your account, it's your save game, your friends list, your multiplayer, your progression, your gaming history. It all flows between the two. So you can.
I think they're gonna nail it. I think it's gonna run really well, just because Microsoft is always really good with their
It's really up to you.
I can hear people at home
software.
URL right now to get in on
Typically,
They also have the money to do it.
Sure. I just anytime they introduce something, it normally works.
Yeah.
So.
In an Android phone or tablet. We are starting on Android, and in terms of networking,
Weird.
We are going to work.
I mean,
Yeah.
cool, but that is weird.
I want to double click on cellular just a little bit.
Let's talk about that.
You're going to work with any mobile provider that you have in the 3 regions that we listed. We are working especially close with, through technical partnerships with T-Mobile in the United States, Vodafone in the UK, and SK Telecom in Korea to make sure that we have a phenomenal experience for the customers.
I want to talk about
T-Mobile.
Project xCloud.
I think, well, that makes sense, I guess, because I think T-Mobile is based out of Washington.
Called console streaming.
Is it?
Microsoft's based out of Washington.
Well, I know that.
So.
T-Mobile's out of Washington?
I think so. Let me double check.
xCloud is our technology to stream games.
Let me
from our
double
cloud.
check.
Streaming from your home console is really just that. You have a console in your home that you paid for with games that you paid for. We're going to enable you to be able to stream those games to your mobile device as well while you're on the go. And we'll have more news to share about
While
that.
I'm on the go.
All right, so there you go. Green's got the news for you. We're going to be rolling out the preview for
Ah,
xCloud.
hashtag Inside Xbox. How I love you. Greenheart.
On the screen to sign up and
I feel like these are fake.
Yeah, it's been an incredibly exciting.
Not that
time
people don't
because
love
I've
it,
watched
just
people
the green
both on our
heart.
team and within Microsoft get to enjoy games
just
on
picked.
Project xCloud.
The
And the
special.
stories
Yeah,
that
maybe.
we've been able to share have really been
There we go.
inspiring. So I'm excited to invite the public in.
Had to dig
We're
for
gonna
that. That was
expand
dumb.
over time. We're gonna make it
Fabricio.
better every single week based upon feedback. And I want people to, join us, have fun, play, and share their Project xCloud stories.
join us on the journey. Kareem, thank you so much
Their
for today and sharing
stories.
the vision on how we're expanding the way players.
I was
can
playing
enjoy
video
their
games like a
favorite
piece of shit, and then I sat in the car and played video games like a piece of shit.
Game streaming,
And then I got fired from work because I was playing video games like a piece of shit.
Project xCloud
damn it.
preview. And that's what we're all about here at Xbox, giving you the options
Why is
to
he
enjoy
yelling
your
at
favorite
us?
games however you want. And of course, a huge part of that is Xbox Game
Trying to
Pass.
throw energy at us,
Favorite
man.
card,
Trying to wake
I
everyone
feel
up.
like I'm in trouble when he talks to me.
Thank you, Larry, for asking. And we've got plenty of games to make sure you don't lose that healthy TV tan. We just all want you to glow. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at all the games coming to PC and console through Xbox Game Pass.
Activities are work.
Fuck Blair Witch.
That's right, coming up very soon, like in about 2 minutes soon, we'll have a fresh batch of new games coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC.
But first, we just released a gang of new games on Xbox Game Pass for console.
Bellevue.
Seen dudes with spiky hair, scream a lot, punch
They're not based out of Washington. That's where their headquarters is, though. They're actually based out of Germany.
Game Pass for console. Now, if you're already a member, you can download the game faster than Goku charges a spirit bomb.
It does take a while. Now, we've also added Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and Lego Worlds, both available right now to download and play.
Oh, cool, you can
on
play
Xbox
Bloodstained.
Game
Yeah.
Pass for console.
Oh yeah, awesome game, high five.
You know what? We could not. Now, Xbox is out here providing you with, let's be honest.
You know what else we could not do? Skip you guys. Just show me the video games.
All these people fucking hate each other.
Never disappears, and we're just getting started. On that note, let's check out what's coming soon to Xbox Game Pass.
I posted in the Discord, but fucking they said that
Xbox Game Pass
Outer Worlds is going to come to Game Pass.
Oh yeah, so
which is
you posted that,
interesting, yeah. Because I was going to probably buy that anyway, and I might still anyway, but it's cool that it's even coming out. That's a pretty big game to throw on there.
Right.
The service over the next few weeks. Fall is in the air, so put on that scarf. Get ready to defend yourself from some pumpkin spice pillaging. In Bad North, you must defend adorable little villages from marauding Vikings because let's be honest,
Kind of cool.
I'd play that. Yeah.
Can I get that on my phone? Well, I guess when fucking xCloud comes out.
Yeah.
Challenge. Do you want to restart every time you slightly miss a turn, or even think about missing a turn? Then check out Dirt Rally 2.0. Seriously, it's so tough, we gotta do it. We just have to. It might just be the Dark Souls of racing games.
No, that's Project Cars 2.
That lets you cultivate the thriving utopia you wished you really lived in. Which is to say, yes, you can put your house on the same block as a Taco Bell. Enjoy this blast from the past, and we mean that very literally, since Saints Row 4, re-elected, has a dubstep gun. Yeah, remember when people like dubstep? That's just the tip of the ridiculous iceberg in a game where you...
I love that they said that. I'm glad that we as society have moved past that. Yeah. I still remember telling people when that was popular, I'm like, this will fade out. And they're like, no way, dude. Fucking this is the future. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Presidentially punching aliens to dubstep, Xbox Game Pass for PC is dedicated to bringing you a variety of quality games. Make sure to check out the Xbox Beta app on
Fraggle.
26th.
That's the most exciting game in the show right there.
Yeah. I was about to say me too. I mean, it's would have been fine. I agree.
I concur.
Not only are we adding new games to the Game Pass all the time, but we're also making improvements to the app itself.
We've got an Xbox Beta app update coming out in early October that includes UI enhancements to make it faster to browse your library.
I've already talked about this, but it's disappointing in the sense of like the console that I really like Game Pass a lot, and there is exclusives on the console, which is weird. But makes sense that on Game Pass on the console, but on the PC.
Oh yeah.
But ever since I used Game Pass, like I have like this new energy for Xbox stuff, just not the console.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Microsoft's fucking doing a lot of really cool things, and then like I look at my Xbox, I'm like, but I'm not using you.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Without the big bang, so it only makes sense, right?
That is true, Ricari. There's also Lonely Mountains Downhill, a game that challenges you to race down a mountain without wrapping yourself around a tree.
See, I'd probably play that too.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool. It's really sad. All the stuff we've watched so far, like it's a lot of the indie shit that I like. Aside from Last of Us 2. That's the best. Nothing's better.
Oh, I could play that too.
Bullet hell shoot 'em up chaos with pinball action.
Yeah, maybe.
It's hard to describe a better Friday night, if I'm being honest. Pentagrams, yes, that's my Friday night.
Generous slathered, so.
Shut up.
These are just a fraction of the amazing indie titles that the ID at Xbox team cannot wait to show
It's really bad when they got you fucking telling them to shut up.
I'm just tired of all the forced jokes.
Yeah, it's too much. I do like how Xbox, even when I was at E3, there's a different vibe when you were there than at the rest of it. The rest of it was so like disconnected, just showing you shit. But when you're at like the Xbox like arena or whatever the fuck, like it was like more community based, And
they're pushing the shit out of that.
And so are their streams. It seems like they're trying to like push the buddy thing. And it is super forced, but at the same time, I kind of dig that there is like an Xbox community they're trying to represent.
I love that too. And I don't even like have anything against these people themselves.
These people, these fucking Xbox.
But they're obviously they're reading a fucking teleprompter and being told to force these stupid jokes out, right? And that I don't like. So
yeah.
From the upcoming Souls-like.
So the big reason I even like got interested in Mixer was because the whole like trying to make a community aspect that they really want to push with that.
Enemy vampires fight each other over dwindling blood supplies. You thought there were no more original ideas in this world. Code Vein launches on September 27th.
I don't know if that's original.
First look at this enemy, the Cannoneer. Oh my god, Code Vein, like blood, vampires. I just got that.
Welcome.
Did you just get it?
You know, the two people throwing shade at each other, they're annoying, but that dude, whew, I can't handle him.
He's good looking.
Yeah,
Why do Bandai Namco games have such a shiny look to them? Like they always look like good. Just they don't always play good.
That was very, very quick.
And now we take you from vampires to a game featuring enemies that would rather suck your wallet dry. It's the hyper-capitalistic, spacefaring RPG, The Outer Worlds. We've got Obsidian senior narrative.
I thought they were talking about them, Sony, Activision, EA, all the companies taking my money.
With the game, here's a deep dive in to The Outer Worlds.
See, he's a dork. He doesn't bother me though.
No, he doesn't bother me either.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I like that song, and they just fucking shut off real quick.
The transitions kill me, dude.
Yeah, their transitions is like the pace of the fucking state of play in an individual moment, and the rest of it's long form. It's weird.
Right.
Where prosperity awaits you in the stars, owned and operated by Earth's most distinguished corporations.
I really hope this game is good because I really
think it's gonna be.
Don't have a very positive opinion about this game.
I think it's gonna fulfill that New Vegas sequel that no one ever got, and fulfill what people want from Bethesda that they're not getting.
Yeah, probably.
Because it literally looks like what Bethesda should be making nowadays, and they're not. And so if they're not going to do it,
someone might as well.
They're doing it.
I said between, I guess these guys and City Project Red.
Yeah, that's a whole other fucking beast.
Yeah.
This, even like the animations and everything, reminds me a lot of like what a modern day Bethesda game should be.
Right.
At the very least, those motherfuckers got so much money. You would assume they would have changed the game at some point, but.
I was all the models and stuff like that are super smooth looking.
Yeah. I'm just stoked because Obsidian's pedigree is games like this.
Yeah.
You know, deep RPGs and shit. So, and they're definitely showing off that they're having fun with this game
for sure.
So I think it's going to be, especially with the choose your own adventure style of it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Halcyon accepts the lowest aptitude scores of any Earth Directorate colony. Improve yourself through our career development program. Sharpen your reflexes.
Yeah, this is totally.
That's what I'm saying.
That mark.
Yeah. Every time I see it, I'm like, this is what Bethesda should be making, but they're not. So Obsidian's like, well, we'll take all those people for you. That's fine. We'll take care of them.
This is pretty shameless.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. Like, I don't care, but it.
Well, I mean, they got invited to make New Vegas, and in that process, they learned how to make a game like that.
Yeah.
That had already been, like, the blueprint had been set before them. So, I mean, why wouldn't you make, another game like that?
Well, especially because people do love New Vegas.
Dude, it's slowly becoming, like, everyone's favorite, which is really weird. Because I remember when it first came out, people fucking hated it. And now everybody's like, it was like the best one. And it's like now in retrospect, yeah, you can say that because everything that's been released.
Come join our corporate family.
I just love that the style of this is so different that it can stand out on its own.
Right.
Or harder working community of employees anywhere in the universe. So don't wait. Sign those indenturement contracts and get on board the next ship bound for the outer worlds. The Halcyon Colony, a better home for better people.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's like right around the corner.
Yep.
I will not be here when that comes out.
Well, as
Where are you gonna be?
we are joined by
And
right, not this guy over here, senior narrative designer Megan Starks. You're going to talk to us more about Outer Worlds. We're so excited to have you here today, and I'm going to go there. Give us the planetary view.
Alright, we're gonna skip this.
Yep.
So we've already watched people talk about this before.
Star Energy drink, and by golly, what a coincidence! It just so happens that Gears 5 is on Xbox Game Pass.
All right,
Ooh. Ooh, that hurts.
Xbox One X bundle that each includes
New bundles?
a full download of the award-winning
No.
What?
The advertising.
Speed Championship.
Hey man, they're fucking partnering with them. Why wouldn't they?
Eastern US time. Or whatever time that is, in whatever country or whatever time zone you are in.
Played yourself.
You can watch Minecon live from anywhere in
Yo, where's the next games at? Right here?
Saturday. Tough Guy Town.
Jeff and Larry, words.
Tough Guy Town. Why is that not a game?
Just that. John Bernthal is hot. It's true. And if, like me, you've been waiting to crawl around in mud and talk in a gravelly voice, and you'll be able to do very soon with this beta announcement from Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
It's only by working as a team that you can rise.
I'm so fucking annoyed this is a looter shooter.
I'm so annoyed that they like play like what seems to be a trailer and then instant transition into trailer.
We're putting the finishing touches on Aurora, so feel free to download the beta from September 26th
Isn't that Punisher?
to September 29th.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy.
It's fucking... Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something from fucking Walking Dead.
I don't know anything about that.
Let me tell you something. It's not Punisher. They discontinued that. It's over.
Fair enough. It's really confusing because they showed off a game before, and now it's completely changed. Like, didn't you play a completely different game than what it's gonna be?
I played such an early build though. Like it was like incomplete. Like I was playing it and you could see like zones that weren't done and shit. So it was a really early build. But there's no sense of looter shooter in it. So, and then yeah, I found out that there's like zones and fucking
See you there, Ghost.
equipment that's leveled and shit, and that would be great in any fucking game out there. But Ghost Recon should be a tack shooter.
Yeah.
Preload the beta, excuse me. It's ready to go on September.
They already have the
26th.
Division
Now,
2.
I live life by one
Like,
very simple
don't
life
turn
rule.
another Ubisoft
It
game
is
into a
do
fucking
whatever
looter
Ubisoft
shooter.
tells me to.
Or if you're gonna, don't take one that's established already. At least it's called Breakpoint, I guess. So it's, if it doesn't work, they can just abandon it. But
Everyone here, so
I don't know.
enjoy this
It's just disappointing for me.
punishing look at Breakpoint's Cole Walker. Do you get it? Does he play the Punisher?
I hate
Okay,
this, dude.
well, so do they apparently. There's people booing her.
I'm a wolf.
They all talk shit to each other in there. It's weird.
Trying to follow.
I call that the rib room.
The beast can't be tamed that easily.
Cole Walker, he's grown deeply disillusioned with the sort of state of affairs with the Ghosts. He thinks that their moral compass and their set of rules are holding them back and keeping them from attaining the mission at hand. I think he develops this new code that's born out of his frustration, born out of his anger, born out of his the pain for the loss of the men that have died under
So The
his
Rock?
watch, and I think what he thinks it's because
Which, I mean, was a cool
these
movie.
rules. So he's developed this new philosophy. And
That is not where my brain went.
You ever seen The Rock?
Look, I know.
I thought you were talking about Dwayne.
No.
It's my job not to judge him. It's my job.
I don't think The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, ever lost people under his command.
No, but that's when you said The Rock. I was like, what?
Just in what he was describing the story to The Rock.
Right.
Dedication towards authenticity. He had a really specific sort of way that just how Cole moved and handled his weapon and protocol, but also for mindset. And I think that's really what's kind of most important. And I think anytime you get the honor of portraying a vet, it's a huge responsibility. You know, this kind of process with mocap is you have to have one flawless take. There's no place to hide. There's cameras everywhere. I come from the theater, so I really dig that. You rehearse it till you get it perfect. I think it just brings
That dude's from
everybody's game
theater?
up, and I really enjoyed that part of the process.
The fuck did he do?
I was really humbled by how much this game means to the people that are making it. I knew from the second I got there just how important this was to them. It was no different from, you know, a great
It's cool how many of these people that like come from like, well, in this case obviously theater, but like Hollywood and stuff like that, when they get to try out game stuff, they're like, this is crazy. Like,
By tooth and claw, I took this island, and by tooth and claw, I will rule it.
just a different type of acting.
Not really.
Something about the music catching you?
Yeah. It's Gesaffelstein. Pretty sure.
Daisy's new Livonia expansion.
No, it's not. It's
Pub crawl through hell and after party and advance info on Exo.
Who is that?
15.
Fuck.
But first, we know you haven't got
I
your
lost
fill
it.
of ball baskets. So here's some
and
news from everyone's
it's actually
favorite
pretty
assassin,
similar to
party clown,
acting
sports
now, aside
mascot,
from
whatever
having
you
to
wanna
wear that
call him,
fucking
Agent 47.
outfit.
The next
Is
and
it?
final expansion
Yeah, you're just acting in a scene. I've heard people like Troy Baker and shit talk about that. It's actually saying it's this like it's only different because you're just like wearing the suit and shit, but you're still acting out the scenes and stuff, just like you would in a movie. So.
And we'll probably let you bash someone over the head with a coconut if I had to guess. What's more exciting than that? Maybe this. Haven Island is available today for Expansion Pass and Gold Edition owners. Check out this intro to the expansion and enjoy the highlight.
All right. Yeah, they own that, right? Completely?
Yeah.
So they can do this kind of long term.
If you can
support them.
Gentlemen, glad to hear you made it out of New York. Where are we?
Olivia decrypted the data 47 recovered from the bank. We isolated 3 transactions
weird
from
time.
Providence partner accounts.
What?
All made out to Haven.
They got,
Small corporation
you know, to leave and keep their properties. Bungie got to leave and keep their property. Like, it's weird.
Reputation management for the rich and famous.
Used to be like, no, that's mine. Get out.
From the covert
I mean, it still is like that. It's only a couple instances, but those are some definitely good instances that happened.
Are using Haven to acquire new identities.
Yes. Olivia's been attempting to hack the Haven servers, but the owners of Haven are manually resetting the access keys every 10 hours. That, unfortunately, makes them targets.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by...
This is kind of a similar fashion to what they did before, right? Where, like, you got a map, and then it just had a bunch of replayability, right?
Yeah.
Have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts,
Massage.
exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire, looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ludmilla Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter.
What is she wearing?
And Stephen Bradley,
I don't know.
technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
Coding Vulcan.
Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
This is a spoiler. When I was playing, that guy was fucking killing people. But I guess so are you, so.
Glad to see them still supporting that.
Nothing beats seeing a joyless
Hate that.
47 in
That
a tropical
beep.
paradise,
Just-
right?
yeah.
Dress board. But when it comes to sheer quirk, the developers behind Felix the Reaper might have 47 beat. If you're unfamiliar, Felix the Reaper is a romantic comedy about the most romantic and comedic guy around. Who's that? Death. Felix the Reaper comes to us from developer Kong Orange, and as you might expect, the game that is bringing you such a heartfelt story is a little offbeat. But they're awfully friendly. They actually produce their own behind-the-scenes mini-doc as a way to say hi, so let's take a look.
Death is dancing on some historical images. And that seemed so much fun that we thought there's some kind of game hidden in it.
What is?
It's funny to look at, and it immediately says, make a game about me. He draws how stuff is supposed to look. Felix the Reaper is a shadow manipulation puzzle. It's in 3D, but at the core of the whole thing, it's about making people die. Once you've figured out how to manipulate the shadows,
Fuck's going on?
you solve little adventure
I don't know,
plots
but
that
I'm kind of intrigued.
lead up to a person dying, like they're supposed to in the plans of the Ministry of Death.
I love the pictures.
He's
man.
thick.
It's great.
Damn, yeah, stretch it out.
He sculpts stuff. When you meet Felix the first time in the game, you almost immediately find out that he likes to dance. He's been practicing that for a while, and it turns out that he hopes to one day be able to run into Betty the Maiden and ask her to dance. So it's sort of his master plan. He makes stuff move and act. It looks really nice when a chubby guy like him dances.
I love it.
There's this inherent comedy to it that is both relatable. You don't laugh at him. You're kind of feeling joy with him.
I guess.
He codes, so you don't have to. In Felix, we work with dancers and musicians and historians. And when we get inspired from all their talent and all their skill, it feels like we can make a deeper game where the entertaining aspect
his little Walkman.
has more impact because it has the weight of all this.
Damn. They've literally just been showing him dancing this whole time. Like, what else do you do?
Gets out because of him. In a sense, this is taking death more serious. We actually sort of cherish each person dying in this game because there's a lot of build-up and humor around it. More than just having it be some sort of mechanic where people have to die for you to move on. Even if that is what we do, we spend a lot of time making sure people die.
I'm like super curious about that, man.
Romantic comedy game about the life of death. quite the title. I mean, it looks interesting.
Oh man, October 17th, here we go. Leave it to video games to make death seem like a fun guy. Now you'll be able to play Felix the Reaper day and date on Xbox Game Pass.
Day and day.
And now, are you serious? I have to segue out of death? Challenge accepted. Now we're taking you from 6 feet under to a mile high. Yes, nailed it. The 4th DLC for Ace Combat 7 adds a whole new mission in which you have to capture an advanced submarine codenamed Alicorn. The new DLC adds some new game mechanics, including an electronic support area that helps you lock onto enemies super quickly, and electronic countermeasure areas that will do the exact opposite. So pilots, it's time to sortie for Operation
Well, where's the VR?
beginning tomorrow.
Wow.
I want more goddamn VR
I gotta
missions.
talk about that on Xbox.
Xbox, fund it. For Sony.
I didn't realize they were making a bunch of DLC for this game.
Yep.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. A real monster if there ever was one.
Down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent. Retreat not authorized.
They really just need to allow VR on every mission. They already got nailed. Fuck, when you play those VR missions, it works. So just put that perspective in there.
I'm gonna screw you up so bad.
As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Erusian military.
That monster will roam the ocean.
The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take.
Xbox One.
Milo, how long have we
What
Only
just
Xbox.
happened?
I don't know.
Entire lives. Our whole entire lives.
This after party.
And so I want you to understand that I'm not
Another game I'm interested in.
for getting us killed and
What's up with the indie games? Just like getting my attention.
I don't know. A lot of them are looking good.
And I'm not even saying how drinking Satan to get back home is the worst idea you've ever had.
Okay, well, Lola, what are you saying?
Although this looks like a game that's going to come out for PlayStation Plus.
Or Game Pass.
I'm just saying you should pace yourself.
Lola, can you get alcohol poisoning in hell?
Feels kind of wrong to do this interview without a drink in my hand, but I will try my hardest. And I am joined by
I don't think you need
also
one.
sober, I think
they all need one.
Not that guy. I feel like he'll do some weird shit. I feel like this whole thing he's putting on right now is fake, and I feel like we'll see the real guy with a couple shots in him.
That's okay, because the fake is driving me fucking insane.
It is about two best friends who have just died after graduating college, which sounds like a pretty awful situation. But fortunately, as they are in line in hell about to get processed and figure out their eternal hell, it turns out that there's a loophole. And if you can get invited to Satan's after party, or sorry, his nightly party, you can actually outdrink Satan and he'll grant you re-entry to Earth. Nobody's ever done it before, so that's what the game is about. Is this these two best
Like
friends
really
who
reminds me of like a
go
Double
on
Fine game.
this crazy
Yeah, it
boat
does.
crawl through hell.
I'm just committing that to memory, you know, in case anything happens down the line. That may come in handy
Just in
later.
case.
So I want to rewind things a couple years back to your previous game, to Night School's previous game, Oxifree, came out in 2016. Immediately ended up on a lot of the 10 best lists of the year, including mine. I know you read my live journal,
I do.
where it did make it in there.
Live journal?
And the game is available on Xbox Game
I don't know, man. This guy says stuff. It just kind of goes in one ear out the other.
Play it. I've never seen a game that
I haven't heard that in a
handles
long
conversation
time.
better than that.
Fucking
the
high
tone here is
school.
a little bit different. That game, sort of
Last
a
time I heard of it.
setting where, like,
That was a
fantasy
fucking grip
and
ago.
paranormal things
Let me
happen.
tell you.
It's turned on its head for After Party.
Big time, yeah. I mean, for us, I think after completing
After Party.
Oxygen 3, which was a pretty serious game, set in a setting that felt quite familiar, we wanted to flip that and go, let's be really fun and do a ton of world building. And instead of having a cast of only 2 or 3 characters, why don't we look at a cast full of, this one has over 200. So it really, I think for us it was important to carry over the connective tissue of Oxenfree, which is the dialogue system, the ability to walk and communicate, but how do we amp that up? So it was really about now, Milo and Lola going through this almost R-rated version of a Pixar movie, and we created our own hell basically for that, and them exploring that.
I played the game at GDC and I think at PAX, and we've seen a number of trailers now. This isn't your grandfather's hell. This is like, hell looks kind of cool, I guess. Like, so tell us what went into that.
Well, we wanted to start somewhere that was more fun than the usual pitchforks and heavy metal and orange and just blood, which there's a fair amount of that in the game as well. But we wanted our hell to be more like a nightlife that you'd want to explore. So there's a whole host of different districts.
And why would you want to leave?
Some that feel like Shibuya, some that feel like you're in Amsterdam, some are like New York, and they're all connected through the river Styx. And
it's kind of neat though.
We've got our demons, our people that are working.
Like actually is like
people, but at night they gotta go out, they gotta go drink. They gotta
an idea that
let their hair down. And the humans
seems
that are getting
unique.
tortured
Right.
also actually coexist with these other demons. And so like our hell is sort of this mix of all religions. We basically treat like every afterlife from every religion as if it were correct. And so we've combined that into our own strange version of the underworld.
Hence some of the loopholes, apparently.
Yes. Yes.
So let's talk about drinking, and let's talk about like how that actually works in the game and how
Let's talk about drinking.
what is happening
Well,
and what you're doing.
you have a drink,
So yeah, drinking and
and it
partying
slowly
in general
poisons you,
is
and you
a
get
crucial
real
theme.
fucking
So
weird.
early on, we're like, let's prototype all these various types of drinking. We had pee meters, and we had you blacking out. None of these things were fun. So we were like, how do we hone in on the fun aspects of it? There were pee meters, there were people puking. It was a mess. But we veered much more into this territory of like, maybe drinks can feel like a potion, almost like a Harry Potter thing that will sort of amplify
Like him in like
style. So
15 years,
the script was
10
more
years.
about just like the 3 options that the player can say.
If things go well for
That's
him.
how you progress through the game.
That's-
If you're in any
that's
bar,
creepy.
there's 5 or 6 different drinks, and each drink can change your personality, and that will change the entire script. So if you want to talk like a pirate, there's a drink for that. If you want to talk like a mobster, there's a drink for that. If you want to be flirty, all these variety of drinks and concoctions
Now I can't unsee
then
it.
change how you interact with
I've been seeing it since the fucking beginning.
So that's not just a fun flavor thing, it's also a strategic thing. Like you might not want to flirt with the giant evil demon you're playing beer pong against, or maybe you do, because maybe it'll throw them off.
There were so many different endings in Oxenfree with just those 3 solutions. I'm imagining like your narrative board is like Charlie from It's Always Sunny, where it's just like all these interconnected things. I cannot wait to see just how many different how my adventure unfolds compared to somebody else's. Before you go, again, play the game. Heard a lot of trailers.
Before you run
Something that
away
jumps
from
out at
me.
is some really great voice talent. I feel like some people are familiar. Who are we going to be conversing with?
Yes, so our 2 leads are Janina Gavankar and Koi Dowd. Janina, she was in Star Wars Battlefront, but she's also got this illustrious career, of course, in TV and film. And then Koi is in a ton of different anime. He's also Detective Pikachu. So yeah, he's great. So the 2 of them, I just love
I was
seeing
like,
them
what?
interact because they're very similar
The
to their
fuck are you
characters.
talking
But,
about?
in Oxenfree, we had a very limited cast. This having 200 characters means we have a massive cast. So we've got, we were fortunate enough to have Dave Fennoy as Satan, which
Good casting.
he's just perfect. We actually brought back Erin Yvette, who was the lead in Oxenfree. She plays your personal demon in this, named Sister
Demon
Mary
has some tight-ass
Warborn,
pants
who
on.
tortures you over the course of the game. We have Ashley
Must be a
Burke,
local.
Just a huge, massive cast of incredible talent. We're very fortunate.
Suffice to say, not a lot of games out there like this, and it's something we'll all be looking forward to. So, Sean, thank you so much for coming by to talk After Party, and for teaching me that we're all going to need strong livers to survive the afterlife. And while drinking may cure woes in the afterlife, it won't help me survive around in DayZ. But knowledge is power, so Rukari juices up with the latest on the DayZ expansion.
All right, well, up next, we're excited to show you the next
Talking
big
about him like he's
expansion
not in the same room as you.
Livonia
Don't even look at
spans
him.
a massive 163 square kilometers and provides sunny summer terrain with lots of
I need to revisit that and see if it's playable.
Style ambushes. No joke.
I would hope so after all these years, man.
Dude, there was like years where they didn't. They would like take the zombies out, put them back in, take them out, put them back in, and keep adding features but not fix that shit. But it's on consoles now and shit, so I feel like it has to be fucking up and running just the way it's supposed to be.
Harry likes fish, leaping like an actual bear. I'm gonna
Stop, just fucking show it, dude.
But check out this trailer for Livonia coming to DayZ on November 3rd.
I didn't hear what he was saying. I could just tell by his face that he was saying
I
some
blanked
fucking-
out,
some
man.
bullshit. It's cool to see
zombies.
Yeah, 100%. But second best to that is fucking seeing new maps on console. Because that was a big thing with especially the mod, is all these maps that come out that people made and shit, and it was always like fun to visit new places, but to get like official shit like this is pretty cool.
You know what really blows me away about this?
Huh.
The mod had so much.
That's it?
Now, before we
just
get out of
like
here, we wanna
momentum,
give
right?
Yep.
And then they released that.
The standalone killed it, yeah.
And it's like the break, fucking e-break, man.
It's because they couldn't get it working.
Shouldn't have released it.
We're thrilled to celebrate with the UK with the entire team. That means gaming royalty will be there. Phil Spencer, Matt Booty, Xbox Game Studios, and so.
Matt Booty?
Yeah, that's the gaming royalty right there.
Right there. Exactly. Now, we're already working on a ton of announcements for the show.
I gotta hang out with all these fucking kids.
It was the one time he wasn't talking shit to them. It's when they're fucking talking him up.
Dressed up cosplay contest, group cosplay contest.
Cosplaying now.
Yeah, well, let's do it. I don't know. We'll
I
figure
feel
it
like
out.
Master Chief, maybe.
He's not even humoring
Chief,
them.
Speaking of sweating through your clothes, last year's event in Mexico City was such a blast. Literally like a life event for us. Being up there on the stage, never felt anything like that. If we
Oh, that was fucking Sean Evans for a second.
In London, this will be something to remember.
I know you can bring it in London because tickets for our celebration go on sale October 1st, with all proceeds benefiting Special Effect, a non-profit that does incredible work in the UK to help bring the joy of gaming to those with physical disabilities.
Oh, we're almost done.
All right, we want to see all of you there, so grab
We are done.
Yeah, we are done.
Alright, we'll stop it there.
Whoa.
There, perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, so they showed a lot of shit. They talked about a lot of shit. What are our thoughts?
So this is completely opposite of how State of Play flowed.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a while flowed exactly the same for 1 second.
What it reminds me of in presentation form is a bunch of people competing against each other to be the famous one.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Now, the important part where they were showing off games and stuff was really cool, minus the really quick transitions. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but they showed off quite a bit. They talked about a bunch of indie games, which I always appreciate. I know not everyone's into that, but like that was the most interesting part of the whole show for me, were all the indie games. And then I really liked that, you know, we got to see a nice polished gameplay video of Outer Worlds, because like every time I've seen that game, it didn't look so polished all the time. It just kind of looked like a dev build constantly. So that was a nice visual treat for me. I'm still not necessarily sold on it, but it looks a lot better than I remember it looking. So.
That one and the one right before, I forgot where I watched it, both looked really good. But yeah, the one that we watched together a while ago looked like it was fun, but looked underdeveloped.
For sure.
So it is starting to look cleaner and more refined and ready to release.
Yep.
Which makes me excited for it, because I'm already like, do I want to play that? And it looks kind of unfinished. I'm like, is that what's going to launch? Or how it's going to launch? But yeah, now I'm just like, okay, it's starting to look completed. So it's doing a lot for me in regard of like wanting to play it.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, I'm a little more interested, though I know the type of game it's going to be.
Oh, they can't even read it.
I struggle with that, but I'm not going to dismiss the game yet. So
yeah.
Other than that, yeah, no, it was cool. They just need to make a shorter version, though, with less of these guys.
The length doesn't bother me. It's what filled the length, which was personalities I'm not a big fan of. Some of them not so bad, other ones I really couldn't stand, and inconsistent transitions. If you want to go fast, do it fast. If you want to take it slower, do it slower, but don't do both. It felt discombobulated. You know, the gameplay we saw, I thought was good.
Yeah, for sure.
I even liked that they talked to the devs. That was kind of cool. Kind of gave me like an E3 vibe a little bit. But but then like the forced jokes, little. I appreciate that they're trying to like be funny for the community, the Xbox community, and have fun with it or whatever. But I don't know. It didn't work for me, and I feel like they could have shaved off a lot of time off this if they took that out. Other than that, though, the games look cool. One of my favorite things I saw there. First off, this reminded me Atlas existed.
Yeah.
Which was a game I was interested in, and now I'm re-interested in it. The other one that I'm really happy that I watched this for was what is it, Morta? Something Morta? Children of Morta? Is that what it's called?
Children of Morta.
Yeah, Children of Morta. Here's the fucking list right here. Oh, I lost it. So yeah, that was actually a treat to watch because that was not on my radar. I've been seeing the name.
Yeah.
But now I've seen it. I've heard them describe it. It does sound like a game I want to play. Other than that, though, Outer Worlds, like you kind of touched on, is looking good. Felix the Reaper, not even remotely on my fucking radar. Now it is.
Yeah.
It looks interesting. It was cool to see. It was interesting to watch on State of Play a quick, like everything, tidbit of After Party, and then actually seeing Xbox dive into it deeper.
Right.
It does sound like a game that I'm interested in playing. Other than that, though, like Ghost Recon, Hitman 2, Code Vein, DayZ, those felt like filler to me. So they didn't really do much for me.
Sad because they're the bigger budget games.
Yeah. But it was cool to hear about xCloud a little bit. There's some exciting stuff on the horizon with that. I will want to try that next month if I can get into it. And them advertising for Game Pass makes sense. I mean, that's pretty much how they're trying to get people to play their games now anyway. So incorporating that in there and keeping people up to date on what's coming to it makes a lot of sense. So overall, the whole presentation was good for the most part, with some pretty big weaknesses and some inconsistencies. But the games that they showed, the ones that I didn't know about that I'm like stoked for now, worth it. But yeah, some of that stuff was just like, whatever.
Yeah, no, it really does suck that I had to essentially deal with these hosts because, like,
especially this one. This one drove me fucking insane.
I feel like I would have enjoyed this, like, 100%, even with the stuff I'm not interested in. Just like with the last one, like I don't care about the Katamari Damacy developers' new game, but like it didn't bother me to be able to see it. Like,
yeah.
I wasn't stuck in it, and I didn't have some weird joke about it, They like showed it, they advertised it, I got an idea for it, they moved on to the next thing. They did not do that here. So
yeah, I think it's a bigger issue though. It's just the presenters they had. But I don't know how often these people are in these streams. And obviously Major Nelson's in all of them, but I don't know if all these are regulars. And so in my opinion, it's like looking at like every E3, who's Ubisoft going to have on stage that year? And if it's like a shitty person versus a better person, or if they're going to go the more streamlined route versus
like EA this year.
Exactly. So, maybe this is just one of those instances where people are going to go, well, let's not have those people again. And
it's just crazy too, because like the three specifically were like going nuts, and like Major Nelson was just like standing there, and they would like try to talk to him, and he wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, well, he's definitely trying to be a little more professional.
I appreciate that.
But I also get a real fucking... There's a thing going on there where I feel like he definitely misses being like the dude who's just talking with Phil Spencer every once in a while, but then being the face of Xbox. And he's got to share the stage with that guy. The other two too, but that guy. Imagine it's just all you, and then these people show up.
To be Phil Spencer and talk about the games and the community of games and stuff, that all was very exciting. So, yeah. And Game Pass, they're very aggressively, doing that. It's the, essentially the Netflix of video games, and it's great. I can't wait to see that expand. I don't personally have like a huge interest in it just yet, but like I keep my eyes on it all the time, and the fact that it's coming supposedly to Switch as well is great. And I can't wait to see like the future of that in general. Microsoft is a tech company though, and like they always show it with the tech, like it's always there, and they're making that aggressive push in the software. department now.
You said they're a tech company, and absolutely they technically are, but I always think of them more as a software company anyway. I mean, they got their start with software, and every time they release software outside of Windows 8, it normally kills it.
And Emmy.
So, well, it's been a while since then, so. But yeah, most of the time they kill it. So, and they I feel like they're still doing that. So, yeah, pretty happy with all the stuff that they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting to see the future of like xCloud and Game Pass and stuff like that. So, and like we brought up earlier a little bit, being able to travel and play your console games, everyone has their phone on them all the time, and I could pack a controller. So, very cool.
It's a lot easier than taking your console with you. So,
and people do it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't
either. I can. No, I brought my Switch before, but that's kind of designed for that.
That's a lot easier.
Yeah,
especially with the new one too. All right, so I think that's gonna do it for this TLG Reacts Live. It was a long one, but worth it. What did you guys think of State of Play? What did you enjoy from that? Obviously, The Last of Us 2, I'm sure a lot of you loved. But more importantly, what we just watched. What did you think of Inside Xbox? What stood out to you? What didn't stand out to you? Are you excited for Project xCloud? Are you gonna check that out? Are you gonna try? Do you have no interest in it? And yeah, what do you think about Atlas? Are you playing that on PC? Should I pick it up? And what do you think of Children of Morta? That one was definitely a big surprise for me.
Yeah.
And what did you think of the hosts on Inside Xbox? Give me your honest opinions in the comments below. But that's going to do it for this episode of TLG Reacts. As always, thank you for watching. Anybody in the chat or watching the stream, thanks for watching as well and hanging out with us. And yeah, I'm not going to do the whole spiel. So, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And until the next episode, we got Plus Club and Game of the Month both coming out this week. So stay tuned for that. If you're watching this, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at Tasty Loot Gaming. And, yeah, you can watch our streams. Links down below, I believe. If you're watching this after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Until the next episode, have a good one, guys. And take it easy.